I made the decision a couple months ago to delete all social media off of my phone. Well, not all of it. I still have, LinkedIn, Facebook, stuff like that. But I deleted the ones I used. I deleted Instagram. I still have YouTube, but I have a screen time limit on that. And the reason why I still have it is obviously because I want to be able to interact with you guys. But I don't use it. And I've sort of posited this mentality within myself that I create. I don't consume. At least I try to create more than I consume. Right. So, I mean, social media has just become such an integral part of our lives. And I mean, I feel like what it started as is like, let's stay connected with people. It's a great platform for that. But for me, it turned into just endless scrolling. And I have a screen time widget on my phone. And what it says there is, how long I've used my phone for the day and stuff like that. And it really frustrated me to get home from, school. I would get home from school when I was in high school. Or I'd get home from work afterwards. And I would just sit there on my phone for hours. And then in the back of my mind, I have to do something. I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this. Then I go to do it. I go to do what I needed to do, what I was thinking about, in what felt like 15 minutes of scrolling turns into 4 hours on my screen time report. My average screen time was like 8 to 9 hours a day on my phone. And it was ridiculous. It was so much. So I just said, screw it, I'm going to delete it. Screw it, I'm going to delete it. And I did that. I believe that it had a profound impact on my life and my decisions that I make, all with making me less susceptible to just instant gratification. I see on my YouTube feed when I do watch videos, there's a lot less of those 10-second videos and a lot more of those 30-minute educational programs trying to genuinely teach me something. And it's important because I'm genuinely trying to learn something. Right? Your heart has to be in it. So I deleted social media. Pros and cons. Let's talk about that. I mean, it's definitely increased my productivity, my sleep quality. I'm not worried about scrolling before I go to bed. Nothing like that. I just plug my phone in, go to sleep. It's increased my productivity. As I said, I would spend 4 hours on social media before I even got the first thing done. Now I get the first thing done, and then I get the next thing done. And then after that, I do something else. I don't know if you can see it, but right behind me is a guitar, and I'm not good at playing it by any means. I'm working on it. But I feel like all the time that I use learning the guitar, I would have previously used scrolling through Instagram or TikTok. I have experienced this next pro, especially enhanced real life connections. The messages I get are important and they're meaningful. The friends that I have are important and meaningful. And I feel like that's largely dependent on the fact that I don't have so many people around me with social media. People who aren't real people. People I'll never see. I now prioritize, face-to-face interactions and strengthening bonds with the friends that I do have. And when I make new friends, they're real people. They're people I met and shook hands with before I decided I'm going to be friends with you. I don't bond with you because we read the same book. I bond with you because I found you. Sounds kind of corny, but anyway. Reduced anxiety. I don't compare myself to other people, and I don't have a fear of missing out anymore without social media. And I never had that, but for some people, it's important to remove this pressure. But on the flip side, it's kind of a con as well, but we'll get to that. It also heightened my self-esteem. This one actually was a huge difference maker for me. I go to the gym, and what that resulted in for me is, getting on like gym TikTok or like whatever. I'm seeing these jacked dudes on my page all the time, and a lot of time they're on gear. They're on gear, or they have a lot of money, so they have more resources to put into their bodies. And just, the body never lies. You're jacked, you work for that. But there's differing levels of work that go into it, and also differing levels of resources that you can allow yourself to invest into that. And I'm on the lower end of that, so looking at people jacked, genetically gifted, places I will never be was extremely intimidating for me. And deleting Instagram and TikTok has changed my perspective of myself. Now, the cons here, social disconnection, as I mentioned, it's going to strengthen your face-to-face real life connections, but you're going to miss out on the people that you never really met, but they're still your friend over the internet, right? Solution to that is just kind of getting a phone number, just using your phone number. That worked for me, but you do stay less connected with people. It's like, man, did you see on my story? No, I don't have the app. So then they have to explain to you whatever it is, and then you feel yourself being less connected because you don't see everything they're doing all the time. And that's also going to result in some missed opportunities. Hey, there's a party at this time in this place. I mean, if you're a party goer, it's going to be kind of tragic. But just stay connected with those people and strengthen your relationship. They'll still invite you. It's just going to be different. A lot of times people don't want to put that individual effort into another person. And that can be frustrating, especially when you talk about that fear of missing out. The fear of missing out on social media, trends or updates, it can potentially just intensify once you've gotten rid of your accounts. All I did was delete the apps. I didn't delete my account, so I still exist. But, anyway. Also, it's going to limit your information access. If you rely on social media for news or something like that, you're going to get further away from that, and you're going to definitely miss out on that. But it's a con, that's for sure, but you should just not be using social media for news anyway. I mean, I can't say I've never done it, but it's horrible. Now, there's also like the social pressure. People want you to have TikTok. They bond over it. They send you stuff. You know what I mean? I didn't fold to that. My friends never pressured me. I feel like they all understood pretty well. And I also kind of argued with them to try and get them to join me. So maybe if I was on the other end of the social pressure, me as a person, I probably would have pressured them to try and keep the app. But they didn't do that for me, and I appreciate that. So honestly, it's a personal choice. I feel like it's greatly impacted my life and just helped me to move forward and be more productive and just overall happier. I mean, like I said, it's definitely your choice. Are the benefits outweighing the drawbacks for you? Should you do it? I did it. It helped me. That's my personal take on it. But I also want you to consider what you're capable of. I mean, for me, I don't think I'd be sitting in this chair doing the things I do. I mean, I'm learning Spanish. I'm learning another language. I'm learning guitar. I'm learning things. I'm putting myself in places and doing things recreationally that I never would have done had it been for social media. I mean, I play sports now. It's just absolutely changed my life. Now, like I said, it's your choice. I mean, my friend deleted social media. He started reading a lot more, and this guy has completely changed. He's an overall better person, and I find myself, not that I wouldn't have spent as much time as I do with him now, but I find myself craving the connection that I have with him more often than not. Like, I don't know, a lot of times you'll find with your existing friends and circles that you might argue, or not argue, but like disagree and debate things. But as you guys draw closer to the things that you do and the way that you practice anything, you just relate more with them and get along better. And your debate turns into less of an argument and more of just like, I'm trying to improve. How can you help me? Sort of a discussion. And I feel like the social media aspect of that makes people more inquisitive and wants you to question the world around you and grow. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy your day. Thank you.